Looks like we got Bella in the lead. We got Talliyah in second. Then we got Violet in third. Look at this here. They're neck to neck. These here girls are flying around the corner there on the back stretch.
I think my first recollection from when I was little is riding a horse, my horse Hot Shot. So riding horses was something I kind of just grew up in. That's just the way it was. But I remember being like 7, 8. That's when I could remember watching my Uncle Oliver and the relay team. And so that's when I really wanted to start horse racing. And I had to, I think it was a year or 2 of begging Mom to let me race. I wanted to be like my dad and my mom and my uncle. I wanted to do what they were doing.
So I don't know that Talliyah really had a choice. I think she was 2 weeks old, maybe not even that, when we took her out for her first outing as a newborn baby, and it was actually to the Okanagan racetrack, so her dad could gallop horses.
Step, 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 step.
Go watch, or you wanna?
Go!
Get off here!
The Dust Bowl, you know that.
Get off here!
Everybody, the starters out, Talliyah. Come on, man. Get him up, get him up.
Go, go, go!
Women's relay! Woo!
I know, I can't.
Doing our first exchange. Here we go.
Felt like I hit a little too straight and I kind of bobbed off, but I was still going. I just waited for one spin and I swung on, and I was on when I swung on, I was on already kind of on this side of the neck. And my horse, I was trying to hang on and my horse came out straight for the rail. And so when he turned into the rail, I flipped under. We'll see how tomorrow plays out, how I feel over the night, but Well, I'm gonna try pushing through. I want to come back from that. We would have won if I didn't do that. We were out in the lead pretty far.
Well, we got the old tough girl in the lead, Talliyah, and we got Bella in second. Let's hear some whooping and hollering. Here we go.
Oh, man!
Tough girl.
Goes to defending the money. So that means that there is, ladies and gentlemen, here is Autumn Chargestrong. It is $1,400. She has $1,300. $1,300. They are all in line. Well, and they're off. Erickson DTM gets the early lead. They go right there, but Young Money, Autumn Chargestrong has now gone into the lead. Timentwa is now in second. Along the rail is going to be Amiot. Along the rail and shoot Chargestrong with Young Money is out in front. And Danoa Erickson in the purple with DTM. And right now, here comes a young lady. Timentwa gets off right there. Amiot has got to get off and get going. And it is going on. It is a tough one right now. They come. It is a close one to call. As Old Sun is right there.
I actually tried to steer her away from racing, if anything. Like she talked about, she really, it was for at least two to 3 years that she had asked to race, and I just really didn't, I didn't want her to go that way. It's kind of all in hindsight, but I, as her mom, I raced, and I was one of the only girls racing. And back then, I didn't think it was that dangerous. But once you become a mom, and then that's your baby out there, and just all of the things that can happen, that's not what I wanted for her. So I always thought it was a lot. I don't know how many years later, and racing is just what she's thrived in. I caved to it. I'll still try to use my tactics here and now again, but you know, really racing is where her passion has always been. And whether she's in the arena or on the racetrack, she is amazing. She puts the time in, but racing is really where her heart is at.
Riders to the line here. All around there. All walk. Hey, leading going into the saddle
Massachusetts and third, Talliyah Sisters. Fourth is Hollywood. There they come rolling into the turn here. The final turn, Timentwa lead by 4 coming in for exchange. On this exchange with the ladies, there is 2 horses, not 3. So that will be 1 exchange. On we go, Timentwa. Come on! They're coming rolling into the final third. Come on, please! Anna, come! And Hollywood second. Talliyah Sisters.
Last year's Ferry County Fair Queen on the barrel. Make your way underneath the announcer stand right now. We'll let you out through the gate here. Hey, look, on the black horse, Mr. Davy Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got a little place over on the other side of the hill, a little quick stop over there around Barstow, I believe.
Watch out, watch out. Hold on.
Robert, Diana,
You ready? Go.
Hold on.
Come on, Talliyah, go, go, go.
we gotta make them come down. We gotta make them come down, buddy. We gotta make them come
Hit the straightaway right there, folks. It's going to be a horse race. Timentwa.
Coming to sweep it, and so I just fucking ran to the outside and got past her as fast as I could.
I was trying to make sure no one was on my right side because I didn't want to get drugged on the track.
Yeah. Fuck, that was a little bit crazy. Good shit. Here, scoot him up a little bit. Get up here, Tim. And so I was facing the wrong way. They popped the gun and I spun around. We started going and there was a big gap and I was just talking to him and whipping him and trying to tell him we needed to get up there. We made a pass finally. We were gaining ground all the way around, made the pass finally on the outside, which I was a little nervous about because when I get a hole, I memorize who's next to me and where I need to be because I don't like getting caught in rails. I don't like getting, if you're on the outside of someone who has a hole before you, you can get T-bone them and so I let Solo pass on the outside, which worked out pretty good. And we came in a little hot because I was asking him to get ahead because we had just got left pretty much. And so we came in a little hot. I almost fell, but I stayed on my feet, came out, and that was Solo. That's one of the reasons I wanted to take him to Pendleton too, because Solo's never been, he hasn't been beaten yet. on a start, doesn't matter where he starts, he always makes up ground and he's the first to come in. So.
So she started in the back again.
Once again.
And so she's going from pulling up. And so it's kind of, you could tell he was confused because when he started, he didn't want to stop. But then once he got stopped, then she wanted him to go again. But when he went, he went. And he gained ground on every stride around that track. And he started in the back, but by a lap and a half, he was in the top 3. Talliyah saw a hole on the inside rail, and it's not uncommon for other horses to kind of blow that turn because it's so sharp. And so she went to take the inside rail. She got swiped into the rail, coming into it. Which sent Solo into the PVC. He actually broke it, and she ended up coming off right before the end of the race. So next year in Chalim, having a brand new team, putting that together. I think, we tried Shantana as a holder and Alana as a catcher. Our dynamic wasn't there yet. We weren't there just quite yet, but we made some changes. Shantana ended up going back to catching, and Alana ended up, having enough confidence, through practice and different runs that we were making for her to switch to a holder. I really wish that the women's races would get to, at least, I'm a huge advocate for women's relay. Let's make it somewhat equitable, because it gets to a point to where it's a little bit insulting when we go to races where right now we pay to race all of these places. We don't earn near as much as what we put into this, but it's because we love it and we want it to go someplace. I don't think that probably just as with anything, the women are just not on a level playing field. And that's one of the biggest motivators for me, for us to keep going, for us to keep leveling up, for us to get the horsepower that we have, for us to practice and do everything that we possibly can to show that we deserve to be here. We deserve to be on the track. She deserves to be where she's at.
We would like to see Carson Express take the win today. Go, go, go! Along the middle of the track, it's fighting Talliyah Sisters that jump out into the lead. In second is Timentwa Relay, Carson Express and Amion. Around the turn and down the back stretch, it is going to be a battle now for first and second. Talliyah's along the rail. Timentwa yours on the outside. Along the rail, the Carson Express and Amion is right there. Then the Taylor position. Down the stretch they go. Get on another one of the way they'll go. Timentwa out in front. In second is Talliyah Sisters. In third, it's going to be the team of Carson Express. Amion is still coming in right now, and Timentwa gets away, and it's almost an even getaway, as Timentwa is right there. Talliyah Sisters is in second. In third is going to be the tournament as they go around the turn, and down the stretch they run to the first corner. It is going to be the Carson Express of Amion. Tyler is the third and fourth. Down the back straightaway, Timentwa. And here she comes, Talliyah Timentwa. And in second
That's Friday. Casper, Wyoming, in Championship of Champions. And then this is our overall. I have the jacket from Saturday, which is on the back.
And this is the coat from Saturday. The relay is really all about family. It brings all of us closer, for sure, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, you know, everything. If you go to a relay, you'll see all of the trailers and you'll see all of the families. It's not just the teammates and that's it, you know. It's daughters, sons, nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, mothers, fathers, you know, big families coming and supporting each of their family. And so for us, I love it. We get to spend a lot of quality family time. You know, once we start getting on those longer journeys
On the way home, that's when it gets a little, yeah, I'm ready to be home.
Yeah. So we can kind of have our space, but bringing all of our family together, immediate and extended, is really what it's all about.